Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Easy English channel, where we help you to speak English naturally and confidently. I'm Sophia, and I am so glad you are here today. Whether you are cooking, commuting to work, or maybe just enjoying a quiet cup of tea while you study.
Hey everyone, I'm Jason. And I have to admit, Sophia, I'm actually doing one of those things right now. I've got my coffee right here, and I'm ready to dive into English conversation.
Perfect. Coffee is always a good start. Today, Jason, we are tackling 3 little words that cause a surprisingly large amount of confusion for English learners. We're talking about also, to, and as well.
Oh, those are classic. I hear people mix those up all the time. They all basically mean in addition, right? Like plus one?
Exactly. They have the same basic meaning, but, and here's the hook, if you put them in the wrong spot in a sentence, you might sound a bit like a robot, or even, well, change the emphasis of what you're saying entirely.
Really? Just by moving the word around?
Yes, you see, many learners understand the dictionary definition, but when they try to use them in a real conversation, something feels slightly off to a native speaker. It's like wearing your shoes on the wrong feet. You can still walk, but it looks a bit funny.
I've definitely had those wrong feet days with my Spanish. Okay, Sophia, I'm curious. Let's fix this. How do we keep our verbal shoes on the right feet?
Well, let's start with the basics. All 3 words mean in addition, but the biggest secret is actually word order. Let's start with the most common one, to.
Okay, two. I use this one a lot. I like pizza too.
Exactly. To is the superstar of casual conversation. It almost always goes at the very, very end of the sentence.
Right. So if I say I'm tired, you would say,
I'm tired too. It's short, it's sweet, and it's very friendly. Now, here's something interesting. Have you ever heard someone say, I too am tired?
maybe in a very old movie or a very serious speech. It sounds like something a king would say.
You're right. Putting to right after the subject, like I too am tired, is very formal and quite rare in daily speech. So for our listeners, keep to at the end.
Got it. Keep it at the end to stay cool. Now, what about also? That one feels a bit more professional.
You've got a good ear, Jason. Also is a bit more common in writing or slightly more proper speech. But the tricky part is that it usually lives in the middle of the sentence.
Oh, the middle. That's where things get messy. Where exactly in the middle?
Usually, it goes before the main verb. For example, I also like pizza.
Okay, I also like pizza. But wait, what if I use the be verb, like am or is?
Great question. If you use the be verb, also moves to the spot after the verb. So you would say, I am also tired, not I also am tired.
Ah, okay. Let me try. I also play guitar, but I am also a musician.
Perfect. You nailed it.
But here's something interesting. I feel like I've heard people start a sentence with also. Is that okay?
Yes, it is. We often use also at the start of a sentence when we're adding a completely new point to a conversation. Like, I love this house. Also, the neighborhood is very quiet.
That makes sense. It's like a transition word.
Exactly. Now, let's look at a real-life situation. Jason, imagine we are at a restaurant.
Well, that's my favorite kind of imagination.
Okay, I say, I'll have the grilled salmon. What do you say?
I could say, I'll have the salmon too.
Very natural.
Or, I'll also have the salmon.
Also very good. It sounds clear and polite. Now, what about our third friend, as well?
As well. This one sounds very British to me for some reason.
It is quite common in British English, but Americans use it too. It's very similar to because it almost always goes at the end of the sentence.
So, I'll have the salmon as well?
Exactly. To me, as well sounds a little bit softer or more elegant than to. If to is a high five, as well is a polite nod.
I like that. A polite nod. So let me see if I've got the map in my head. To and as well go at the end. Also usually goes in the middle unless it's starting a new thought.
You've got it. But now, this is where many learners get confused. What happens when we want to say no?
Oh, right. Negative sentences. If you don't like pizza and I don't like pizza, can I say, I don't like pizza too?
Actually, that is the most common mistake English learners make. In a negative sentence, we usually don't use also, to, or as well. We use a different word, either.
Either. I remember this one. So it's, I don't like pizza either.
Exactly. Using to in a negative sentence sounds very, well, non-native. If you say, I don't like it too, a native speaker will understand you, but their brain will do a little brain stumble.
A brain stumble. We don't want that. So positive is to, negative is either.
Right. Now things get interesting. Let's talk about emotional usage. Did you know that where you put these words can actually change what you are emphasizing?
Wait, really? Give me an example.
Okay, listen to these two sentences. I also sent you an email. I sent an email to you too.
The first one feels like I did a lot of things, and the email was just one of them. The second one feels like I sent emails to other people, and you were one of them.
Bingo! You're a natural, Jason. When we use also in the middle, it often emphasizes the action, the verb. When we use to at the end, it often emphasizes the object or the person we are talking about.
Wow, so it's not just grammar, it's about what part of the story is the most important.
Exactly! Small detail, big difference.
That's a great tip. But let's look at a real-life situation that happens to me all the time. Someone says, nice to meet you. I always want to say, you too. Is that too at the end?
Yes, nice to meet you too. It's actually a shortened version of it is nice to meet you too.
Could I say nice to meet you as well?
You could. It sounds very lovely and a bit more formal, but avoid saying nice to meet you also.
Yeah, that sounds like I'm a computer program. Meeting, confirmed, also, nice.
Exactly. Let's look at another common mistake. Sometimes learners try to use more than one of these in the same sentence because they want to be extra clear.
Like, I also want to go there too.
Yes, I hear that quite often. In English, we call that redundancy. You only need one. It's like wearing two hats. One hat is enough to keep your head warm.
I'll keep that in mind. No double-hatting my grammar.
Good plan. Now let's talk about how these words sound in fast speech. This is a great listening tip for our friends at home.
Oh, yeah, because we don't always say TOO very clearly, do we?
We don't, especially with to and as well. When a native speaker says to at the end of a sentence, it often blends into the word before it. It sounds like a tiny t sound.
Like, mata?
Almost. Like me too becomes one word, me too. And as well often sounds like as swell. The S jumps over to the next word.
I'm coming as swell.
Exactly. If you're listening for a big, clear pause before these words, you might miss them. They like to hold hands with the words next to them.
They are very social words. Okay, Sophia, I think I'm getting the hang of this. Let's do a little practice. I'll try to use them naturally in a tiny story.
I love it. Go for it, Jason.
Okay, so last weekend, I went to the park. My brother came too.
Nice start.
We played some frisbee. I also tried to fly a kite, but there wasn't enough wind.
Ooh, good use of also in the middle.
Thanks. Then we decided to get some ice cream. I got chocolate, and my brother got chocolate as well.
Perfect. And what about the negative?
Oh, We wanted to stay for the sunset, but it started to rain. I didn't have an umbrella, and my brother didn't have one either.
10 out of 10, Jason. That sounded 100% natural.
Thanks. It feels much better when you know which slot the word fits into.
It really does. And for our listeners, here's a listener practice situation. Imagine you were talking to a new friend. They say, I love traveling. How would you respond using to?
Give them a second to think. Counting. 1, 2, 3.
Hopefully you said, I love traveling too.
And what if you wanted to use also?
You would say, I also love traveling.
And if they said, I don't like long flights?
Then you'd say, I don't like them either.
This is great. I feel like these words are the glue of a conversation. They show that you are listening and that you have things in common with the other person.
That is a beautiful way to put it, Jason. They really are connection words. They build a bridge between what one person says and what the other person feels.
But here's a small detail most people miss. Can we use also at the end of a sentence?
Ooh, good question. In very casual spoken English, especially in places like the UK or Australia, you might hear people put also at the end, like, I'll have a coffee and a muffin also. It's becoming more common, but if you are an English learner, I recommend sticking to the also in the middle rule. It's safer and always sounds correct.
Stick to the safe path first, then explore the woods later. Got it.
Exactly. Now, Jason, before we wrap up, do you have any final funny stories about mixing these up?
Well, I remember once I was trying to be very polite with a guest. I wanted to say, I also like your shoes, but I got nervous and said, I like also your shoes. She looked at her shoes, then looked at me, very confused. It sounded like I was pointing out a specific also part of her shoe.
Right, like the also brand shoes. That's exactly why word order matters. I also like your shoes makes you sound like a fashion expert. I like also your shoes makes you sound like, well, a confused robot.
Lesson learned.
Well, we are coming to the end of our time today. Let's do a super quick recap for everyone listening.
I'll do it. 1, 2. Put it at the end. It's your best friend for casual talk. 2. As well. Also at the end. It's a bit more fancy or soft. 3. Also. Put it in the middle, before the verb, or after be. Use it at the start to add a new point. 4. Either. Use it for negative sentences. Don't forget this one.
Perfect summary. My key takeaway for everyone today is this. Don't overthink it. If you are stuck, just use to at the end. It is almost always the most natural choice in a conversation.
Great advice. This was really fun, Sophia. I feel like I've cleaned up my grammar a little bit today.
I'm so glad. And to all our listeners out there, thank you for spending your time with us. Learning a language is all about these small steps. Every time you learn a tiny difference like this, you are becoming more confident.
Absolutely. Keep practicing, keep listening, and don't be afraid to make those brain stumble mistakes. That's how you learn.
Exactly. If you enjoyed this episode, please do us a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button and give us a like. It really helps our channel grow so we can keep making these lessons for you.
And we want to hear from you. Leave a comment below. Tell us one thing you like and use to, also, or as well in your sentence. We promise to read them.
Yes, please do. We love seeing your examples. Until next time, keep speaking, keep dreaming, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.